Also,
hello everybody. It is Monday night, and we're back for another thrilling episode of Strange Aeons. Anything out of the special happening this week? Our final episode of Everyone's Sins of the Past is on this Friday night, so it's gonna be explosive and full of emotion. So make sure you tune in for that one.
The last one was so emotional.
Oh, right, I'm still reeling from that. What else? There was something else. No, I've forgotten. Maybe I'll remember later.
Anything with Patreon?
I mean, that's always that. Yeah, links to our Discord and my Patreon below. Check it out. We're about to hit... what's the next month coming? June! So in 7 days, I'll have a new D&D music ambience pack up on my Patreon, so check that out. As always, don't forget Savage Bear Podcast if you want to listen to us playing through some Pathfinder, DM'd by Adam. And... no, that's it. I swear there was one more thing, but I've forgotten what it was.
It'll come through halfway through the combat.
I'm having one of those potato days. Oh, no! No, this wasn't it. But don't forget our ongoing community challenge with the channel points. We're gonna do a hot tub stream if we hit 500k. So I mean, I'm probably gonna do it anyway, even if we don't hit it. So
we're 15% of the way. Come on, dip deep in those pretend points you have.
Points are real, tangible.
Yeah. So are hot tubs, and you can see us in hot tubs with your points.
Where are we sitting on that? 81,000. Look at that. We've almost hit 20% of the way. I'm gonna try and stream every night this week, so we'll see how we go with that. We're gonna do some. I'm gonna paint with Bob Ross again tomorrow night because that was fun.
Do it. Not allowed to pause the video.
That was hilarious watching that. Oh my god.
All right, let's kick off D&D then. Where we left off last time, the four of you had entered the Dreamlands using the occult excursion ritual to enter the enchanted forest in the hunt for the sixth item on the Mad Pod's wish list, the feline tail. You ended up negotiating with the local Zoogs, who said they would hand out a feline tail, specifically of a big cat called a pard, who the Zoogs had consumed all the pards in the local area, but they still had a tail sitting around, so they agreed to hand it over in exchange for a tiger. After you rescued a man named Nesta Binley, who was under attack by some strange invisible beings. He accompanied you on this journey, informing you he was also from the material plane and in search of a hunter that he was tracking down to try and stop her wanton violence against the animals of the forest. You found a tiger that had supposedly been slain by this hunter. Nesta Bidley parted ways with you as he went on the hunt for the hunter. You guys had your tiger corpse, which you took back to the Zoogs, and they gratefully handed over the feline tail. You went back to the material plane, and after a leisurely day spent aboard the Stellan Starling, you re-entered the Dreamlands to go after the seventh and final item on the Mad Pod's wish list, the Green Stone Idol. The idol supposedly of a great old one named Bookrug that had been lost to time after being stolen from a city named Sarnath, who had once upon a time slaughtered a race of beings called the Ibs. You arrived in this city of Sarnath in the midst of a great party. The population was celebrating their victory long ago over these beings, the Ibs, unaware that the great old one, Bukrug, was encroaching on the city. Whether or not he was drawn by the spirit of these Ibs, who you discovered were outside on the seawall with the Greenstone Isle you were after, a combat between you and the Ibs broke out, in which the Ib priest used the powerful magic contained within the Greenstone Idol to subdue you all for long enough until Bukrug arrived, destroying the seawall and casting the four of you into the depths of the lake as it cascaded into the city and drowned Sarnath. You woke up back in the material plane, having died once again in the Dreamlands. Your mental states fractured again, and you spent over an entire week, maybe a little more, aboard the Cell and Starling, just trying to put your psyches at rest. Eventually you did, before deciding to once again return to Sarnath and discover if the fate of the city and whether or not you could retrieve this Greenstone Idol if it's still there. So you gathered in your cabin aboard the ship, performed the occult excursion ritual, and once again departed to the Dreamlands. I'm just going to change the ambience here for a second. Alright, so after descending into the dark aperture of the Dreamlands portal, you drifted through blackness briefly. As your eyes open, and a dim sun shines overhead. The warmth of it, along with some slight sea spray on the four of your faces. You arise to a heavy, overcast day. You're laying on top of what appears to be a fractured part of the Sarnath seawall. You quickly glance around, expecting to be accosted once again by Ib fiends or even Bukrug himself still dwelling in the area, but you don't immediately see any enormous old god or any ghostly fiends. As you glance around, you see the lake waters have receded, although they're still high. They're no longer higher than the seawall, which you're currently laying on. But enough of them have flooded into the city. As you gaze down upon Sarnath, you see the streets completely flooded with water. The smaller buildings completely submerged still. The higher buildings, the upper stories, now once again sticking out of the surface of the water now that the floodwaters have receded. As you look up and down the chunk of seawall you're upon, you seem to be on the cusp of the enormous hole ripped through the seawall by Bukrug during his rampage. With the waters now receded slightly, you're only 2 or 3 meters above the surface of the water as waves slap and ebb against the wall below. You look down. You see at first what appears to be some kind of flotsam floating around up in the distance up ahead. Small dots. But as you scrutinize closer, you see it is actually hundreds and hundreds of corpses floating and drifting around within the Sarnath city streets. The flooded streets, that is. All of a sudden, the sound of a bell ringing. Ding, ding! You turn around and you see what appears to be a small fishing barge sailing through the breach in the seawall made by Bukrug. The single humanoid figure standing on board, he appears to be staring up at the four of you. He gives you a wave. Kind of like overly friendly, enthusiastic wave. As he gets closer, and he sort of drifts straight underneath the wall where you guys are standing. And you get a good look at the man standing on board.
Oh. Fella?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello? What are you doing?
Standing here?
We are talking to you, of course.
What are you doing?
I'm fishing. I come here for, well, it's good business here at the moment.
Yeah, you look at the back of his boat, and you see the area where he hauls his nets in is filled with human corpses.
Right? Got good business at the moment, do you?
Big hauls. Big hauls.
And who buys such a catch like yours?
Usually the ghouls. Ghouls really fond of the human flesh.
Yes, no, I'm quite aware. What of the city? How long is...
myself?
Yes, perhaps, yes. How goes the city? I assume all inhabitants are mostly dead?
Haven't seen anyone living in days.
Right. Right. And the big boy, the massive creature that came and attacked. Any sight of him?
Did you see it? Were you here when the city got flooded?
Stories have been told. We've come here to investigate.
Ah, didn't see it myself.
Right.
Rumor has it was Bukrug.
Oh, really?
What, like the god?
Yeah.
The large
Is that
operational being.
a regular occurrence in these parts that he just appears?
What? It's the first I've heard of it.
Right? What about other gods?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Can I
You
do
seem
some
to be taking it in your stride, that's all.
man of opportunity?
Yeah, like I said, making a killing.
Can I?
I think the killing's already been done.
See, that's a good one, Balthus.
Thank you.
Add that
I'm
into
learning.
your routine. Next time you come across the whole city that's been massacred. Work
Hey,
My
together.
concerns.
Anyway, you look
Be
stuck.
back.
Are you
In
stuck?
what- Yeah, not
A
particularly,
little bit.
perhaps.
It's a long way to swim.
Could you... Where are you bound? You're bound for the center of the city?
Yeah, gonna go get one more haul in before I set off for the day.
Are you offering us a ride?
Well, if you need it, you look like you might be in trouble.
Yeah, well, I'll come along. I'm interested to see how you haul this cargo.
What are
Can
you
give it a
doing
bit
here
more.
anyway?
Like we said, investigating the occurrence of the event that happened a few days ago.
Ah, alright. Well, there it is.
Yes.
How far is the jump down onto his boat?
Oh, he throws like a rope up for you guys to sort of pull the boat in. He's brought it to a stop and put the sail up, and he
Okay.
drifts the boat right over so you guys can step on.
Can I do some sort of knowledge check to figure out what this creature is?
Yeah. Go a knowledge nature would be fine.
Disgusting.
Knowledge nature. Ooh. Put some points in it, boys. Rolled a natural 1 for a 17.
Well, natural one, really. You don't actually know what this man is.
Technically. As soon as Gideon will climb down on the boat, and as soon as he does, he will just touch him. It's like, Mark, you're not an illusion, so you exist in some sort of capacity.
See, as you step onto the boat, the man like just reeks of like decay, and it's like a weird mixture of normal dead body and just rotting fish. And it's like wafting through his entire boat.
Don't like that.
You see, he's got at the rear of the boat, suspended on like a small wooden crane, would appear like this enormous bell.
Good sir, what's the bell for?
It's diving bell.
In what way is it used? I'm intrigued.
You jump inside it, and you lower it down, and you get a little bit of air, so you get things off the ocean floor.
So you're not amphibious?
I am. I'm amphibious even.
Yes.
What's your name, friend?
Oh, you can call me just the fisherman.
The
Fisherman?
Just the
Right.
fisherman.
Just the fisherman.
Just a
Well,
fisherman.
I'm Ava, this is Balthus, Gideon, and Heimlich.
Good day to you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, I guess.
He holds out a webbed hand to shake your hand with.
I'll shake his hand.
It's very slimy and like clammy.
Gideon takes the
I'll
opportunity
just bow.
to shake his hand to examine it a little bit as he's doing so. So he holds on for a little bit longer and goes, interesting.
What are you looking at?
Hold your hand. Your hand. I'm just particularly interested in your breed. That's all.
He's just curious by nature. Don't
Yeah,
think he's ever seen someone like you before.
Oh,
know.
some research.
I think he particularly likes hands.
Well, obscure ones that are webbed, perhaps. Yes.
Alright, each to their own.
I'm saying, I enjoy your company. There's nothing against you as a person, or even against you as a race. It's just I'm intrigued by you.
Oh,
So
fair enough, I
apologies if
guess.
stay for a bit longer than I should.
Well, I get it all the time, really.
Understandable. As do I. And he like points at the holes in his cheek and his half-missing nose.
Right then, let's get on with it, shall we? Burning daylight, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
He drops the sail a little bit and begins.
I'll seek to help him after. I imagine Ava's been examining some of the shipman boat seamen. There we go. On the boat. Sailors. There we go. And yeah, she's gonna see if she can try and help him with his various shiply duties.
No, if you volunteer to help, he passes you one of the the fishing hooks, like on the end of the poles, the little pikes, the hooks.
Yeah.
And he drops the sail and drifts out through the seawall and down into one of the streets of Sarnath, passing between two enormous buildings that are sticking out of the floodwaters on either sides. And he grabs a hook as well, and as you bodies drift by, he just sort of like hooks them in, like grabs them, brings them close to the boat, and then swings them into a net drifting behind it.
Yeah, I'll help him. I'll get some favor with while we're on his boat.
Yeah, I'll help where I can as well.
Oh, yeah. You guys are really helpful. Thanks for the help. Getting done much quicker.
Thank you for giving us a lift. You know,
The least we could do.
you're getting us to our destination much quicker as well.
Your destination, where would that be?
I don't think we're quite sure yet, are we, fellas?
No, I don't
Have
know
you
if we
guys
know
figured it out yet?
I'm merely here to investigate the town and what has happened to it. So if you happen to know, population in this town that you'd be selling these goods to, I mean, it's a means to the end. We get to go there, investigate, and we can help you bring these.
Oh, no one left here.
So where are you selling these bodies at?
Oh, I'm leaving, going back up the coast.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
How good are bodies for anyway? Like,
How much
what's
does it
their
cost?
shelf life?
Shelf life? Well, till they decompose. The ghouls aren't really picky.
Oh, so
I mean,
you
the fresher the
probably
better.
board here then.
How much does a fresh corpse go for?
But pick up, my tongue's feeling sharp enough on the day, around 150 gold pieces a head will do it.
How many bodies does he have on the boat?
He's got at least, between the ones drifting in the net behind it and the ones piled on board, like 30.
Jesus. It's a good trade. You could give up adventuring and do this instead, perhaps. But besides the point. Alright, well, Gideon... It's gonna be hard. Gideon would like to do a perception check, even though he's not very good at it, and just kind of look around to see... I guess where the best place to start, like, looking around the city. Like, is this whole city underwater, or is it, like, some that are partially underwater?
It's
or...
like, it's like the streets and the smaller buildings are all underwater. It's like the large spires and stuff are still, their tips are still sticking out of it.
Alright, well, I'll do a perception check just to see if I can see any life inside the city, whether there's any survivors or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to get high. A 3. So...
You just like go, like squinting in the glare of the overcast sun, just like looking around.
What are you looking for?
Just anything at all, really. Like, more information about what happened here. Perhaps a community that might have survived, or perhaps a location we can go to where something was documented. I'm not too sure.
I'd say I know anything. If it was Bookrug, I mean, what more is there to it? He broke the city, flooded it, everyone's dead.
I understand there was a seawall here, but does Bookrook have the power to make water?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Do you know where he might have gone to after he had his way with the city?
I don't know. Back to the lake? Into another dimension? Who knows?
I'll lean over and try and catch Heimlich's ear privately. And do you know a way that we could perhaps find out where the item we wish is? And locate the item or anything like that, or...
This is not something I have really thought about in any great details. Like, I was expecting the city to still be somewhat standing, and it'd be quite obvious, but it seems to be quite submerged. I think the looks of the creatures before, they were aquatic as well. Perhaps underwater?
Perhaps.
Perhaps closer to the city center?
Perhaps, yes. I'm not... If it ends up being swimming, I'm not going to be very good at it. So perhaps while we're drifting around, if we find our own boat, it might be an idea. We spend a day maybe traveling around, searching, looking for it. Anything from...
Surely there's a boat around here.
Possibly. I guess we'll keep our eyes out for such a thing, and we'll leave our friend here to do his business, corpse collecting, and
That could be a good idea. Is any part of the city like still above the water?
No. Like the
every
tips of a
building
few
is completely...
tips of a few spires. Like imagine there was like a basin and the water's just caved into it. And...
Yeah.
Well, surely the spire of the biggest buildings would be the ones that are still slightly above the water, and the biggest buildings are usually the most important. Is that alright?
well, at least if there were any survivors, they would be up in those buildings. So yes, perhaps it'd be worth just ducking our heads in a few of them, checking what's happening. And if there really are no survivors, well, as we said before, we don't necessarily need this item. If there was a chance, because honestly,
Good to have, though.
yes, I mean I can't swim whatsoever.
No, is it the hole in your mouth? Hard to hold your breath?
It is very, very hard to hold my breath with this hole, and I can't even. You know, when you jump in the water, you get water up your nose. It's like that, but down my throat and up my nose anyway, because
Oh,
half of it's missing. Yes, you can understand.
Terrible.
Also, I'm currently carrying close to 90 pounds worth of equipment, so I will just hit, very fast.
Well, that'd at least make you go down quicker.
Yes, but then coming back up, it just won't happen.
I might have something to help with that.
Oh yes.
In the short, in terms of immediate, quick acceleration, I have something that could do.
Oh, immediate acceleration, I do too. And he pats a vial of a new liquid that you haven't seen before on his hip. He's just worked on it yesterday.
Oh, I think
should
I
be up to-
came up with my water spell the other day as well, actually.
Water spell, very interesting. But yes, we should find our own ship, or at least maybe something with oars on it that we can use. I'm not that good with sails or anything, so like a rowboat, perhaps. Something simple. I'm not sure. I mean, you guys might know a bit more than I do about watercrafts, but rowboats is kind of the only thing I can really understand, and even then, not very good at it.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen how I fish. I'm not the best
Well,
seaman.
Improvisational skills may at least come in handy in that way. So I guess we'll keep an eye out for any rowboats that we pass, and perhaps take that on and explore the city, or the few towers that, even if we can't get access, just kind of travel around the city a little bit and have a look, unless anyone's got any other ideas.
Well, was there at least do we know of any place that had access to like maybe a port, or was there like a place where that we would normally find boats anyway? Maybe there's still like some just kind of floating around.
I mean, like the entire city was crushed. It was.
Yep.
Maybe someone could use the diving bell? Have a look what's under the water?
Yeah. Which one of us do you think would have best chance at holding their breath?
Thanks for volunteering, Balthus.
Oh,
I think you'd be quite good at it, Balthus, actually.
I don't think I am.
You've probably got some spell up your sleeve.
For getting out of the water, not for staying under the water.
Well, I
It's
mean,
got
if you
air
can
in it,
danger.
so I don't think my longbow would operate particularly well underwater. So, your spells.
Look, honestly, I wouldn't be able to get back up.
How does
We could just tie a rope to you,
It,
how
we
does
could
water
pull you
affect
out.
thrown stuff?
Own
How's
stuff. Oh, like trying to use
Thrown or,
bombs
like,
underwater?
arrows or...
No.
Yep.
Good question,
I mean,
actually.
like even arrows. Like it's just.
I think game mechanic wise there are rolls, but it's like every 5 feet you add like a plus a -2 to hit or something like that, and it reduces the damage. I know.
Here you go. Thrown weapons are ineffective underwater, even when launched from land. Attacks with other ranged weapons take a -2 penalty on attack rolls for every 5 feet of water they pass through, in addition to the normal penalties for range.
Yeah. Cool. So it gets quite spicy, and then attacking underwater, it's like piercing is really the only thing that's decent.
Oh, that's right. It's my turn to be Aether, and I'll use my Vorpal Blade, so I can definitely cut off some heads.
Yes.
Well, I'm happy to go down there. I'm just worried that I wouldn't be able to come back up. This diving bell, is it like a thing that you climb inside, or is it like I don't know why in my head I'm imagining a bell, and the bell goes over the top of me, and then I go down into the surface like the copper bell, or is it?
It's more or less exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like a giant iron bell. It has room enough for a few people to get inside, and it just literally just descends under its own weight.
Is there like viewing holes, being able to see outside it, or is it
No.
more...
It's
Okay.
like it gets to the bottom and then you get out of it.
Well,
Perhaps there is some building underground that still remains watertight. Maybe there's some air pockets still there.
Perhaps. But if we end up venturing into a building that doesn't have such a thing, then it's can be difficult.
All right, I will go.
What are you talking about?
Well, if we were, say for sir, fisherman, if we were, for instance, to go down your diving bell into the water and walk around the city and have a look around, I don't suppose you know of any way that we could breathe down there, perhaps, or anywhere that you know that we've captured a pocket of air?
Breathe? No, I mean, if you go down in the diving bell, and you're quite welcome to use me diving bell, by the way, you saved me a bit of time, so I got a few, probably 2 hours or so to burn. But you could come back to the diving bell for a little gasp of air. You need to.
And how easy is it for us to come back up afterwards? Would we have to swim up?
We could either swim up, if you could swim that far, or I can raise the bell.
Easy enough. Okay, fair. Right, well, look, I'm heavy enough to go down and stay walking on the floor, probably. But, any other...
just take off all of your equipment?
I can go down. I'll do it. I feel like I might be able to cast my invisibility on the diving bell and myself. For myself, and hopefully it'll extend to the diving bell.
It won't extend to the diving bell.
Ah, but it counts as equipment I'm wearing.
It's not equipment you're wearing.
If you put the diving bell on as a hat that just happens to cover you like a gown.
Well, that goes my idea.
Well, I am happy to take this diving bell down. I wouldn't mind seeing what's at the bottom.
I'll stay up here and keep watch and pull it up with the fishermen when you guys need to come up.
Yeah, I can probably assist with at least raising it. With
You
the
have-
rise.
A way of...
There's room for all 4 of you.
I
Oh.
really would like to stay up here.
Alright, it's your mate's funerals.
Look, I will
I
come.
can go down with him.
I'll
Please.
come down with you. It's fine.
Just take all your armor off.
No, I-
Gideon. Or at least leave something behind.
I don't think that I will. I think it might be an
Okay.
advantage being a bit heavier, because even without the armor, I'm a terrible swimmer. At least,
Well,
maybe with the weight of it, I can have my feet firmly on the ground.
how about the fisherman? You control the rope for the diving bell, and I'll tie a rope around Gideon here. And what you can do, Gideon, is give it a couple of tugs when you want to come back up, and that'll tell us when to raise the diving bell, right? And I'll just hold you up, or you could hold onto the bell.
I guess I'm happy for that. Yes, I suppose I could do that.
Could use my spell, the one that I have used a little bit, but that means I gotta shoot you with an arrow. I don't want to do that.
No, please. Could you shoot it at the floor and then I just pick it up?
Well, if I shot it at the floor, it would just tether itself there.
True.
Also, I don't think it would
let's
get
go
to the bottom. I'll just tie the rope around you, mate.
I think that's the best idea. Balthus, do you want a rope?
I actually think that might get snagged for myself, so I will skip out on that and I will manage myself to get up if the urgent need arises.
You can swim, Balthus. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not well.
Well, you can still swim.
Right, well. And then Gideon will just, I guess, try and tie this rope around his hips and then climb into this diving bell.
What's the rope for?
We get.
And swim very well. I'll just pull him up.
I can't swim.
You gotta pull him up.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Well, maybe you can just hold him to the diving bell when you pull that up.
That's the idea. You get inside it.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
So,
yeah, honestly,
the
the-
You know
rope
what?
is just
I'm
fingers-
not here to stop you from doing silly things. Just get in the
I
bell.
think
I'm
he's
just gonna,
right.
I'm just gonna
Look,
lean
let's
in and
not
whisper to
worry.
the fisherman and say, the rope is for his own, like, mental well-being. It's all good.
No, I'm aware that I can't swim. I'm fully aware of it. I'm just. Look, I think I should be all right. And he'll take it off and say, "Look, it's fine.
You
It's fine.
sure?
We'll deal with the consequences afterwards if anything happens."
It just means you go mad for a week.
Well, I wasn't thinking that far ahead, but yes, I suppose.
Our favorite pastime, it seems.
Yes, perhaps. And yeah, Gideon will climb inside the diving bell.
Is anyone going with him?
Phil?
Yeah, I will go as well.
Where do you even want to get lowered?
Near the biggest spire that we can see.
Where
it-
was the center of the city?
Yes.
Center of the city. Got it. Sure.
Turns around and begins.
What are you looking for?
We're looking for signs of the creatures that exist.
Yes. Have they set up any communities inside the city?
Creatures. I thought it's book. You know what? You're clearly keeping some from me, but I don't really give a shit. I'll go lower you to the city center.
Well, it's not. We're not really. Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
Just get in the bell.
I'm already in. Okay.
I'm in the bell.
Yeah, I'm in now.
So A for Xenon when you stand on the surface.
Yeah, I'll just shoot the shit with this guy while you guys are in the bell.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not
Ah.
sure where else we could go.
He like
Anyway, sorry.
knocks on the side of the bell. It's like dung dung dung. He's like,
Hold on. It gets a bit bumpy in the first bit.
Right, yo.
Hey, for you watch as he pulls the lever and the bell just like ding 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 splashes into the water. The three of you, there's like a little platform on the inside that you can sit on, and with like a little railing that you can hold on to on the inside as it hits the water with like a big jolting thud, and your sort of legs are dangling in the cold water as it begins descending into the darkness below.
I go as it touches my my fellas.
I cast light on.
The bell?
Yeah, I guess.
Gideon's gonna put his goggles on.
Yeah, that way we are gonna let everything know that's down there. Where we
Ye-
are.
Exactly.
Afer, as
We don't-
you're standing there in a few moments of like just awkward silence, and he tries to whistle a little bit, and it just comes out as like, and he's like big wet lips. He turns and like looks at you with these bulging like cock eyes.
Your three friends, they're a little weird.
Yes, they're, well, an eclectic bunch, I guess. But they're okay once you get to know them. Now, about these bodies you pull in, do you search them for, like, valuables and whatnot?
Oh, yeah, give them the once over once we get to the docks.
Right? Probably a good idea. Do you get much out of that?
Oh, like the few little coins in the pockets here and there. I think, everyone's being dressed real fancy in these bodies, like they was having some kind of party or something.
Oh yes, we heard about the party. Seems like there was some kind of grand ball, and Bokrog didn't like that, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
What an interesting speculation.
Yeah, I guess. Purely conjecture. Now, actually, tell me, you haven't seen in your travels, like, any little idol-looking things, like, or maybe like a aquatic creature, like a lizard or a something.
An
Just
idol?
like you're drawing.
Like a little statue
Yeah.
of a lizard, you say?
Or like a water lizard or a frog or something.
Look, one of them little garden ornaments that people have.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't seen one, no. Is that all you're looking for?
Oh no, it's just an extra little side thing that I'm looking for. But these guys are just doing what they said, looking for something about Bugrug or reasons for killing the city or something. Whatever it is. I'm usually just the muscle.
Heimlich, Gideon, and Balthus. You're inside the bell as your ears pop as the bell descends down into the water.
Gideon tries to pop his ears. Doesn't work.
Eventually, there's a loud clang, and as the diving bell hits the bottom, it's then up on the boat, Aphar, you see the line stops, spilling out as it comes to a jarring stop, and he's like,
Oh, I better raise it a little bit so I don't get stuck.
he turns a little lever, ting 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 ting, and raises the line back in about a meter or so. You guys down in the bell sort of raises, and you're able to drop out the bottom now if you want.
Gideon's gonna pop his mutagen and then just jump out and into the water.
Yep, I'm gonna do the same. I'll pop my mutagen to increase my strength.
I keep my concentration on the light as well, so that we have a good reference point when to go back.
All right.
Or where to go back.
As you swim outside, Gideon, met with a sudden moment of terror as there is a face with just bulging green and purple skin and bulging eyes inches away from your own face. And you like scream underwater briefly as you realize it's just another corpse drifting by.
He'll go back and try and grab whatever air he can again. And then give everyone else a heads up that there are corpses down here, floating.
Thank you.
The three of you swim outwards from the bell. You lit with the floor lit by the Balthus's cantrip. You see, you appear to be in. You're in the streets in between two buildings in a small plaza. Here and there you could see a corpse drifting around, or lighter debris drifting around. There's a few fish swimming here and there. What are you looking for? What's the plan?
Is there anything down here that is like still alive, or at least is there any evidence of through all the carnage here that anything else has been kind of moving around here apart from us?
Not really. It's just a wrecked city street underwater.
Does it look like the destruction has followed a certain direction?
No, I mean the water just spilled into the city and destroyed it, and
okay, but
things
it
were
doesn't
crushed
look like,
and knocked over, and
doesn't look like Bugrug's followed like a path in the city to get
and
to a certain location.
you wouldn't be able to tell anyway. Like the light from your bell doesn't go that far. You can just see your immediate surroundings.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can't really communicate except for hand gestures, I guess.
Gideon will try and communicate to everyone else like where to go. I'm going to do a linguistics check. 22. Trying to do some hand coordination stuff.
Show us what you do.
I'll like try and see how good he is with his linguistics. 23. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I understand exactly what he's saying.
I'm saying, where do we go now?
I shrug.
Okay. I understand that one.
I rolled an 8, so I'm looking at you both like you're idiots. But I'm also a bit of an idiot, so I'm trusting you guys to do directions.
I'm not too sure.
Are there any buildings that look as though they may have internal air pockets?
I mean, there's no way
Like
to
anything that's-
tell that by looking at something, I think. So.
Well, I mean, is there anything that looks like it's still relatively intact in certain places and kind of like high ceilings compared to the windows would be like the general way I'd try and assume there may be air pockets.
Not that you could see. No.
Okay.
It's one of these things where I feel like that. Yeah, I'm not like without actually knowing where this item is. It might just be that the item's in the middle of the lake now, and the only way to get it is to go out into the middle of the lake. I don't know where I don't know where we would go inside the city.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cast Identify, so I can detect auras, magical auras, and the original strength or duration of the lingering aura can dictate how long I can like detect it for. So would you say that this the original strength of the aura, like the idol, would that be like strong, overwhelming, moderate? Any of those? So
Wait, you talk about identifier?
The detect magic, yeah, identify, yeah.
Okay, using the detect magic. Range 60 feet.
Yeah, is there anything that would be indicative of anything?
No, not nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna point back towards the bell so we can go talk.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
Follow.
Just chunk out of the way, just towards the bell.
Well, I have fucking no idea what we're supposed to be looking for down here. There's nothing that we can see that would indicate recent activity.
It's worth a look at least, but I really think that we may have missed the opportunity with this one. Perhaps.
Well,
unless
should
we go
at
check
least-
the lake.
I mean, I'm happy to look at the lake, but surely we would at least just look around a little bit, right?
Well, if the verse comes to verse, perhaps we could do a little bit of a bank heist.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't need it anymore.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's something profitable here. A banking building or something. Yeah.
I think we should be seeking knowledge, not funds.
The funds could buy the knowledge.
Yeah.
You could also purchase us additional time with the bell here.
Well, he says we've only got 2 hours. So if we were to go to another location, it may be the only one we can do, depending how fast we can move through the city. Plus, I wouldn't know where to start looking for something that looked the same. I don't think he's been here during its, heydays. But perhaps if we could, I guess, we choose between going in the lake or finding a bank. But I think the lake is the best foot forwards.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not particularly fond of the idea of going into a lake that a aberrant, massive being that we saw in it, but maybe the only chance we get to get this item, which we don't even need all that much, but I like a complete set.
I'd rather have it and at least have tried to get it than not have it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right
Is-
about this.
Rare, but sometimes.
It is better to have it, not to have it, you're right.
Words of wisdom.
Yes.
I think the lake is probably our best bet if we are serious about getting the item,
Yes. And then we might have it.
which is better than not having it.
It gives you a point. Yes. All right.
Okay,
Well,
so would be
how do we communicate that we go? I tug. And is there any rope? Hello.
Oh yeah, he
Hello?
did instruct there was a second rope like next to the bell, like threaded through a little hoop on the side of it, and like you pull on it, and it rings a little bell up on the boat. Ding ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
guess we're going to-
sounds like they're ready to come back up.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Give me one.
Here we go. Ting 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 ting. Starts turning the handle and begins retracting the line back in. Takes a good few minutes before it gets back above the surface of the water. Just with a big splash, bloosh. And the three of you are able to exit the bell.
Find anything?
Couple of fish, dead bodies.
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing really.
Yeah, nothing.
If you ever-
Nothing at all?
Yes. If you fishermen, if you ever do lose bodies on the surface, there are still some half floating down there. So you still
Oh.
got stock downstairs. Just
That's
so you
good to know. That's very good to know.
At least we could do for that. We were curious. Could you take us out to the middle of the lake?
You're heading that way anyway.
Well, I guess we'll join you for the ride.
Right. Didn't find what you were looking for then. Your garden ornament.
The garden ornament.
Oh, I mentioned the
Oh, the statue. The jade
little statue. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No. We'll. Ultimately, I guess we are looking for that, but
Oh, you
we're
are.
expecting in the city. Yes.
Oh,
As well as understanding what really happened here a few days
of
ago.
course, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No.
Unless you
Is
happen
it
to
your
know where
statue?
it's
Did you lose it?
It's an artifact of sorts. Very interesting.
That was a very political answer. It's not what I asked.
No, true. No, it is not ours. In fact, yeah, somebody else owns it. But at this point, they're not using it.
Have they tried looking where they last saw it?
No, they did find it, but they've now discarded it. If you know what I mean. So they've used it for what they wanted, and now we're looking for it.
If they discarded it, they know where it is then.
I suppose he's right. We should probably just ask the guy himself.
Didn't we last see them on the wall?
That is very awesome.
Well,
I
shouldn't we
suppose
just look
detour there, and then we can go ask the big fella himself at the lake. He
Sorry?
got what he wanted.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, it is the ragged blubber thingies. It's his thing.
Okrog?
Yes, it's Bogrog's. It's Bogrog's statue. Fisherman.
I'm listening. I just don't believe you.
No, but that's how we came. Basically, we apparently he came into the town because somebody took this object and did a little wizzy-wazzy magic, and he appeared and then took over the town, and then because he's taken over the town, destroyed it, he clearly doesn't need it anymore. He's used it, and now we've come back to say, hey, we need that thing for the stuff that we're doing.
Okay. And it
Yeah,
was in the
exactly.
town centre.
And it's sorry, say that again.
You last saw it in the town centre.
Well, we last saw it on the wall, I guess, and then probably in his possession. So we're just kind of sorting out the situation. If we go to the town centre, perhaps there were clues. Perhaps there was the centre of town. I guess we were ill-guided by our own thoughts a little bit. So I guess to the wall first, where we originally saw it being used, and then from there, perhaps the centre of the lake.
Or are we close to the town centre now? Maybe it's worth ducking down there.
You were literally just in the
Yeah,
town
we just
centre.
came out of the-
Oh, but
Yeah.
I suppose we didn't have a look in any buildings though.
We can check the vault.
The vault might have
vault.
it. Yeah?
The vault.
Oh, the vault. Sorry, your accent.
This is his accent. Where are you from again? Behind me?
Von Ustalav. It's in his name.
Oh yes, true.
Yeah, the fisherman puts his sails up and heads back towards the seawall. Puts them back down as you drift over. Up ahead, through the big breach, you can see the sun beginning to set over the ocean.
Beautiful.
Right then, are we getting out? Have a look at the wall here, if you like, or are we going down in the bell?
Do you three want to have a look underwater and I'll go up top?
That could be good.
Sure. Yeah.
Or
Or if you
how
want to
tall's
stay
the
above
wall at
water?
the moment? Is it still high above us at the moment?
The wall.
Mm.
The top, the walkway is only 2 or 3 meters up.
Oh, okay. I suppose we could just sail past, literally poke up our heads, have a good look, and yeah. I'm happy to get wet again. But if you have a look on top of the walls, and we'll have a look down below.
Sounds like a
Gentlemen,
plan?
yeah. Are you sure that you don't come in the bell? It's quite an interesting experience.
I'm quite sure, actually.
Okay, fair enough. Gideon will climb in.
All right, hold on again. Here we go.
Put some more into the bell.
Releases the bell. Ting, 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 ting. Boosh. And begins sinking down. Afa, what are you doing?
I would like to see if I can get up on top of the wall, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, it's easily climbable. It takes a minute or two as you scamper up the rubble.
Yeah.
Up the broken side of it. It's easy enough to reach the top.
Just gonna go for a run/walk along the top just to see if I see anything as I'm walking along the top there.
Okay.
Like looking out across the city, along the wall, down next to the wall, see if I just see anything out of the ordinary or the idle or anything alive, not dead humans / people.
It's Gideon, Heimlich, and Balthus. Oh, I had a... Where is my underwater ambience? There it is. As you descend once again, the bell, it doesn't go down nowhere near as far this time. As you descend downwards, again, it hits the bottom and he raises it up about 1 meter, and you exit. And you find yourself out the front of what appears to be maybe the feasting hall that you visited on your last visit to Sarnath. You see, you're in front of the breach. It appears a large amount of the wall tumbled onto the feasting hall and collapsed. A great part of it next to it, but a decent amount of it seems to be intact. After a minute or two of investigation, you can see that there appears to be a large hallway that was breached open and leads into one of the halls inside.
Alright, well I point over towards the this large hall and I start swimming that way.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Gideon will walk over. He's not. He can't swim. I'm telling you. He's just trying his best to just kind of like hop, like almost like a spaceman, over that way.
Alright, it doesn't take long. Only 30 seconds or so. You guys make it over to the door. Walk inside. Here, it's not as deep, so there is a little bit of ambient light coming down from the surface, from the sun, shining through the breach and down below. What? Oh, that's the wrong Heimlich.
Ah, fuck.
You find yourself inside the wrecked feasting hall. You see the furniture and the decaying food and the bodies all just floating around inside it. What would you like to do?
Is there any place that we can see that may have air pockets that we could swim up to get extra breath, or no?
It doesn't appear so.
Okay.
How long did it
limited
take us
time.
to swim in here?
Like 20 seconds or so.
Okay.
How long can we hold our breath for?
Say 3 rounds. You can hold your breath for 10 plus your Constitution score in rounds.
Oh wow, 26 rounds.
So 9.
Oh,
Constitution
9
score,
rounds.
not modifier.
Oh, so -1. So 9.
No, not modifier, score.
no,
eight.
Score.
what is your score?
8.
8?
8. Sorry.
You have an
yeah.
8 con?
All right, so 18,
Sorry.
Squishy boy.
Yeah. Malnourished.
22.
Alright, yeah, I've got a 16 con. Yeah, but under all of the trench coat and stuff, Heimlich is packing.
I love this map, Josh. This is sick.
I love the effect. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, well, Gideon will just start walking through.
Roll,
Looking at it all.
roll perception checks for me.
Oof, it's gonna be spicy low. Oh yeah, I rolled an 8 for a 7.
21.
28.
Oh
Yay.
my god. Probably should have put points into that.
As the 3 of you move in to investigate, you spot from the other night the long tapestries on the wall are sort of drifting around, just wistfully. The underwater currents, but behind them you see the staircase that led up to the seawall that you took the other day seems to have collapsed during the breach. But you begin swimming around and just searching to see if perhaps the idol somehow made its way down here. Drifting past one of the windows, Balthus, when all of a sudden you see this, what you thought at first was this large patch of floating seaweed. Eventually it shifts and you see underneath it a fanged and slimy face. A pair of yellow eyes that are focusing on you. Meanwhile, up above, Aphar, you're up on the seawall having a look. Roll a perception check.
I shall. 31.
31. You don't spot any sign of the idol up on the wall, but you do spot 2 very strange, large ripples in the water moving in your direction from inside the city somewhere.
Alright, I'm gonna hunker down on the wall. Maybe not on the boat, but I might just call down to the fisherman and say, just heads up, maybe some waves coming.
Wave?
He turns
Just a heads
around.
up.
He turns around, looks in the direction you're pointing, and like you see him like squinting, or the best squint he can do with his bulgy eyes. Is
What is that?
Question?
so you see the ripples stop, and all of a sudden 2 sets of very, very large green feet with slimy, very sharp toenails all of a sudden breach the water and begin kicking as though 2 very large humanoids just begin diving.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! He begins winding in the bells like ting 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 ting. We gotta go! We gotta go! Merrids! It's Merrids!
It's what?
Meanwhile, down underwater, Balthus and crew, I guess Aper as well, everybody need you to roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no. Fuck, no.
Sorry, Meros is what he screamed. Meros! Meros!
Oh no. Oh no.
Balthus, this is the face that greeted you at the window.
Hello there.
Goodness.
Oh boy. So we have Heimlich with no bombs.
Doesn't mean I can't stuff one down someone's ugly maw.
Yeah. Can't throw his bombs, but...
Yeah, I can't imagine what Gideon's speed is. At least half at the moment, maybe even quarter speed at the moment, and his normal speed is 20. He's gonna be slow as.
I need you guys to track your breath as well.
Can
This-
do. How many
this-
rounds do you want me to take?
At this
off?
point, we'll say you've been underwater for, what was it, 10 rounds in a minute. So you've been underwater for 7 rounds.
Yep.
So as
And
you guys are alerted at this point, you hear a large dong behind. You see the bell like collide on the side of the wall outside the door you came in and start retracting, just going out of view. Same time, just about this, you see this face in front of you, and then all at once it all happens.
bastard.
One of the windows shatters. Oh, sorry, the windows are shattered already. There is just like a sound of breaking and debris falling as one of these giant beings begins reaching through the window towards Balthus, alerting you to their presence. Gideon, you are up first.
Right, and they're in front of us. Over there. God. I would be moving at like at least half speed, right?
Swim is...
I have no swim.
No, I think
Like,
you
I'm-
swim at quarter speed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me just
Go on.
check. Swim check once per round in water. So
Quarter speed. A
is
successful swim check action.
oh yeah, half speed
Or
as a
move
half
action,
speed
half the
half
speed
speed
of
as a
full
full
round
round action. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't actually swim. I have a -6 to swim. So, do you want me to do swim checks to try and like keep like if I want to move forwards or like
The water is
Okay.
calm, so
I literally have a -6. I don't know
really?
if I can actually pass. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's like a 15. So I
well,
can't.
since you're super heavy, you can walk on the
10
you
is
could-
the DC.
yeah 10 is the
I'll
DC.
take water speed. 10's the DC. I
Yeah.
can. Oh, well, okay. I can give it a go. I'm happy to
many-
just walk on the bottom and take water speed.
Yeah, that's
How
fine.
many feet down are we as well?
Okay. Gideon will use his full action to move. Oh, I will pause at the moment.
You are roughly 60 feet underwater.
Oh, okay. Do you mind I'm pausing you?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Also,
I'll use.
weak round for initiative.
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
We all did terribly. So yeah, Gideon's going to use his full move action. That's the end of my turn.
All right, one of these big beings thumps against the wall to try and break through. The window is too small for him to fit through, but he begins like smashing against it in an attempt to break through.
Are these bigger than large size?
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
And he succeeds. He busts through the frame. There is sort of a big cloud of dust is thrown up in the water, and debris sort of falls everywhere. And you see him swim through Balthus and up into your grill. It's your turn.
I've just noticed that my race gives my background thing gives me whirlwind, but I haven't looked into what it does yet. I want to cast buoyancy on the one that just broke through.
Buoyancy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
So it will negate.
Okay. Make it a will save. What's the DC? Yeah, don't worry. He rolled an 8, so whatever it is, I'm sure it's better.
Yeah.
The affected creatures or objects become incredibly buoyant. Oh, sorry. He's going to make an opportunity attack at you as well. But you
I can cast defensively.
roll a concentration check then.
That's just con, right?
No, it is D20 plus your caster level. So D20 plus 9.
Okay. And I have the feet float, so it's plus another 4.
Ooh, plus 13. That's pretty cool.
And 26, I believe that passes it. Cast defensively DC is 19.
Right, you've done it then.
I think it says plus 17, so I did that wrong.
Maybe
but
15
yeah.
plus double the level of the spell, so that is fine. It is right. It is 19. Alright, that's a pass. Alright, so he doesn't get an opportunity attack. You successfully cast. Oh, I need one more check because you. Does it have vocal components? It does. It is just vocal components. I need you to make a check. Another concentration check for that.
Okay. I'm gonna, for that spell on cast defensively, it says it should be plus 17 for my roll. So should I just go with that?
Okay, yeah, just go with that. That would be right. That's a pass. The DC was 19 for that as well. So you successfully cast buoyancy on this guy. He becomes incredibly buoyant. The affected creatures, including gear and carried objects, and naturally float on any water at least 1 foot deep. He tries to submerge. Must pass a DC 20 swim check every round to stay underwater. Spell ends if the creature or object ends on it at least. Okay. Cool. 8 foot. Oh, anything else, Balthus?
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards the door.
Alright. That will provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
He swings a large clawed hand at you. You attempt to swim away. A 26 to hit.
Yes, it does it.
You take 11 damage. And he makes a free grapple attempt. 24 versus your CMD.
Yeah, that does it.
Does it? You are grappled. He just grabs you by the leg as you attempt to swim away. Aether, it's your turn. What are you doing up there?
What
So
kind of
he's yelled out.
speed-
He's like, well, you saw the legs start kicking and something swimming down towards, like, the underwater area where the bell is lowered. Meanwhile, the fisherman is freaking out and he's just started retracting the bell. He's like, oh, no, 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 no.
I'm just gonna I'm still up on the wall. I imagine I brought my wolfie with me as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say, it's right. You bugger off. We'll sort this out or something like that. And can I see anything from above here? Like, if I'm just trying to spot things in the water? You said it was calm. How, like, murky is it?
You can't see it. You can't see the combat zone. They're inside the hall, like, down underwater.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just going to ready an attack action, I guess. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I'm going to shoot down into the water, if I could. Handy grapnel.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna cast handy grapnel on an arrowhead and a bit of rope and shoot it down into the water so that they have like a point of reference with which to float back up to.
Okay. You cause the target shrink. You shoot at any. Oh.
Just any object, right?
Yeah, any object. So, guess you don't. You're just hitting the ground. I don't think you need to roll a hit or anything.
Looking for the water. The ground. And then I'll tie it off at the top, and just on one of the, like, if there's a crenel of the wall still intact, I'll tie it off on.
Okay. Heimlich, it's your turn.
So I can move up to maximum half speed if I pass the swim check. Is that
Yeah.
what it is? Let's fucking go. 60.
Yeah. That's it.
Is that a full round?
That's full round, yeah.
Okay, that's all I can do. That's what it is.
Oh, move that just a little bit further than I can.
The other one attempts to breach the wall where he is. Succeeds as well. This is another shatter. He busts through. Gideon, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna study. Oh god, okay. The one that's come up right next to me, I'm gonna study him. Hold on, I'm just gonna note down round 8. Alright, I'm gonna study him. And can I do a knowledge check, please?
Yeah. Knowledge. Nature.
Knowledge nature. I only rolled a 5 for a 21.
21. That is a pass. You believe these things might be saltwater marrows. They're basically just like ogres of the water.
Okay. Do I know if they got any weaknesses?
They're extremely dumb.
Hmm.
That's about it.
Alright. I will try and stab this creature then. I'll study him. Identified him. Don't really know much about him, so I'm just gonna try and cut him with my Sunblade. Ooh. Always click on it, never the dice. Alright. 27 to hit.
That is a hit.
Hey. Doing 8 damage.
Alright, yeah, you lash out with your Sunblade, carving through the water and inflict a wound across the body of this thing. It sort of like lets out an underwater howl. It's like... Balthus, the one you hit with buoyancy is going to roll a swim check.
I love this.
You got a nat 20 for a 35, so he manages to swim against the buoyancy.
Former.
He is going to go ahead and turn around with you and begin leaving.
Did not like that.
You like leaves, goes outside and begins swimming off with Balthus, basically off the map.
Oh. Oh, okay then.
He swims 40 feet, so... Oh, sorry, he's got to roll to maintain his grapple. This could save you, Balthus.
I hope so.
CMB. Oh, you got a 20 against your CMD.
Surely that's not gonna beat it.
Mine's 17/14.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he just
He's a sorcerer. He's
grips
not gonna
you
be
firmly, Balthus, and assisted by the buoyancy spell you've cast on him, he begins rapidly swimming upwards outside.
What's your CMD?
Mine.
Hmm.
26/20.
Aphos, your turn.
Do I see painted breach the surface?
No, not yet.
Alright, I'm just going to hold an attack action until I see something happen. So I'll wait.
Heimlich, it's your turn. Also, I forgot to mention, each time you take an action or a full round action, it uses up one of your breath points as well. It decreases like the rounds by one that you can
So
hold your breath.
I'm on 10 at the moment.
Alright, so can I move in and then like flash with my my sword, or is that too much?
Where are you? I can't even see you.
I'm like right here versus right here. Like I'm moving 5 feet and then slashing.
Oh, yeah, your token was invisible to me for some reason. Yeah, you can move in and slash, yeah.
So, alright, I'm gonna cut this bitch's head off with my Vorpal blade.
Alright, roll a hit.
Let's go, big crit. 20! I fucking did it!
No!
Bro.
No! Fuck off!
Nat 20.
I don't fucking believe it. Oh, it's just that's just insta kill. Yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah, insta kill.
I have to check.
Oh my god,
I
what?
think, wait, do I have to confirm it, maybe?
No, I don't think you do. Let me just check. Awful blade.
What the fuck?
Fuck. Upon a roll of a natural 20, followed by a successful roll to confirm the critical hit. All right, roll to confirm.
Come on.
Roll to
Come
confirm.
Oh my god, please confirm.
Ah.
I don't know, that's another +5 though. So it's only 16.
Oh no, dang it.
Nah, it's not a success. Just roll for damage.
Oh.
That's fucked.
And you know what? Had we not been underwater, you would have got an extra +4 from me. Because I identified the creature.
13 damage. Fuck.
13 damage. Oh, so close. I really wanted him to get decapitated.
Dude. Dude.
Alright, yep. Heimlich dives in with his Vorpal blade, slashing straight across this thing's neck, but just manages to just like nick it a little bit, but still grievously wound it. It lashes out with its 2 claws, once at Gideon and once at Heimlich.
Hmm.
Gideon, a 21 to hit
Is a miss.
is a miss. You
I have 23 AC at the moment.
Ooh, 23 AC. You, yeah, he takes a swipe and you manage to just like raise your shield and just tung underwater of it. A 20 to hit you, Heimlich.
Oh yeah.
You take 19 slashing damage.
And we don't, if we were to get a hit, we don't lose any breath.
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Gideon,
I think
it's your turn.
Alright, Gideon will attack this creature twice. Using his Sunblade. Oh, why is he clicking the wrong thing? Alright, let's do this. First attack. Ooh, a 20 to hit. Dirty.
That is a hit.
Okay. Damage is a 12 max damage. Second attack. Oh, it's a natural 1 for a 12.
That is a miss.
No, and that's
Did
a
I
full-
accidentally skip your turn earlier, Balthus? Last turn? He's just swam off with you, and I think I just skipped your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Maybe.
Get after Gideon's here. Anything else, Gideon?
Gideon is done.
Oh,
Wait. Okay, actually, can I try and communicate to my teammate underwater? Actually, no. There'd be no way I could do it. Don't worry. Ignore me. I was gonna try and because it doesn't matter. I can't do it. I definitely know.
Balthus, take your turn from last turn.
Can I see straight up at the moment?
Yeah, you can see straight up. Why's that?
Can I see the bottom of the boat?
Yeah, you can see the bottom of the boat.
Cool. I want a dimension door to underneath the boat.
Whoa. When did you get Dimension Door?
This level.
All right then. Roll.
It's got to be defensively, I assume.
You can do it not defensively if you want. He'll just give you a big squeeze. It's up to you.
I think it depends because it might be. It depends if he needs
I'm
to move his
grappled.
arms.
Yeah, because I'm
cast the
grappled
spell.
anyway.
It's
Well, I
Dimension
don't
Door is
jump
vocal
over.
only, so
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll suffer a squeeze from it.
okay. You will have to roll
I
a
gotta
concentration
roll it.
check because you're grappled anyway. So. Alright,
Oh,
that's that one
out of the
passed.
park.
And roll another check because you're casting underwater. That is also a pass. Oh, hey, wait. 15 plus. Yeah, that is a pass. I think DC is 20. Three.
DC is 23.
23. Yeah. Alright, that is a pass too.
I'm Addies.
As he sees you, yeah, you begin. Actually, you know what? There's just vocal, so he doesn't even know what you're doing. He doesn't even give you a squeeze. He thinks he has you subdued and he's getting away with you. So yeah, you just dimension door and just there's a flash of light and you just disappear from his hand and he just like looks back at his hand confused. Meanwhile, you appear up on the boat behind the fisherman, just like with a flash of light. It's like,
Hey, where did you come from?
Like, Aether, there's shit going down under there. Not good.
I saw something, but I can't do anything underwater about this.
Yeah, well, all I could do was get here.
That's a nifty little spell you cast there, though.
Oh, it's one of my favorites now, I think.
Get up on the wall with me. I think it's just dangerous being anywhere near the water.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know what? If it gets within range, I'll start artillery from here. Yeah, and that's all I'm doing. I assume.
Alright. As you say that, Balthus, the mirror like breaches the water in around 40 feet out from the boat and begins swimming towards it.
I would like to wait until it's about 30 feet away.
From the boat?
Yep.
Yeah?
Or from me, and which is about the same, right?
Yeah, it's
Both
roughly the
sit
same.
underneath the wall.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'd like to use my ready action to take a full round attack.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. The how's 23 to hit?
That hits.
How's a natural 20 to hit?
A natural 20.
Oh.
That hits. Roll to confirm the crit, you cheeky little boy.
Did you quit twice?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't actually. I have them not recorded, so I have to click that now. But I did roll 2 20s just then.
Let's go. You can take full damage on that one, and then roll your other attacks.
The lowest one was a 21. Does that still hit?
That still hits, yes.
All right.
Gotta
So
love
I
these
will
big
roll 1, 2, 3. So the 3 damage.
29, 39.
Yep. And do
Get in the
you want me to
water
roll
now.
this, or do you just want?
No, just
just want me to
if
tell
you
you
roll
what it
double
is?
20, you can just take full damage on it, because that's just... Hooked.
What's full?
Like the max you could get for it.
No. Yeah, what is the number? I want to know what your full damage is.
51.
51? Wow. Alright. And Ava, you just
rolling it.
you just unleash
40.
a rain of arrows in this thing as it's trying to swim across the water. It's like takes the first one, it's like, whoa! And you hit it like, and the last one just goes straight through its neck. It's like, and it just like sort of chokes and then just keels over forwards and begins floating face down. It floats forwards, like its momentum carries it forwards like 2 more meters towards the boat, and then it just comes to a stop.
Told you we had it sorted, Mr. Fisherman. I don't know what you're worried about.
Baltus, you take
So-
your turn up there.
Okay,
Ugh.
I assume this thing's dead.
Yes, the one floating face down in front of the boat is dead. Yes.
Yeah. I think I might just kind of like compose myself, to be honest. Like,
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Aphro, it's your turn.
My breath.
Sorry, I forget this Pathfinder, and when you do stuff like that, it changes the order. So you're actually,
Does it?
yeah. So
I'm
I'm,
at the end now.
yeah, I'm gonna move. You're up above Balthus in the turn order now. I'm updating it.
Yeah, when you hold your action and then you decide.
Yeah,
to
okay,
go,
yeah.
You
cool.
go.
Yeah.
Then
Awesome.
initiative from then on.
Heimlich, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try again.
Just roll another natural 20.
I rolled it a 20, but not nat.
That's still a hit. Still a hit. So
8 damage.
8 damage. Alright, the blood around the water sort of in between you and it has just begun like filling with blood from the wounds that you and Gideon have inflicted on it. And it lashes out in rage with both of its claws again. Ooh.
Don't like those words. They weren't words, they were sounds.
That was a oof because it critically hit you, Gideon.
Oh.
32 damage.
That's a bit.
A 28 against you, Heimlich, for 14 damage. And it's gonna make grab attempts on both of you. A 19 against you, Gideon?
Nope.
Nope.
22.
22. A 29 against Heimlich.
Oh
I
my
think
god!
Heimlich,
Oh
you're,
my God.
you're grappled in its enormous hand.
Mhm.
Gideon, it's your turn.
Alright, Gideon, seeing his friend in trouble, is going to make an attack, and when it hits, he will get rid of some inspiration points to add some damage to that roll. Oh god, I always clicked the wrong thing. Alright, let's do it with the Sunblade. First attack is a 28 to hit.
That is a hit.
Alright, that is going to be... I'll do it in this, because it's a lot easier. D10, D6, plus 2. Oh, so that's 9 damage total.
Yep.
Also get rid of those 2 inspirations. I am then also going to make my second attack, which is a 30 to hit.
That's a hit.
Actually, that's a crit, because I rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh.
Let's try that again. Yay, bloody, because I've got that. And then a 20 to hit afterwards. Does that confirm?
That confirms a crit, yes.
Let's do it! That's only 12 damage.
Righty.
And then my shield is going to attack.
Okay.
Which is using my base attack bonus stuff. Here we go. It's only going to be that second one, so... it's only going to be a +1, so let's see if it hits. 6. No, that's going to miss.
That is a miss.
That is a miss.
Yeah,
pretty good.
the water fills up with more crimson as you inflict more grievous wounds on it as you both lashing out with your blades, just all over it, cutting slash this thing into ribbons.
Alright, 13 breaths. I'm halfway through my breaths.
Aoife, it's your turn.
just gonna look over to make sure Balthus is okay, and then just sit and wait to see what happens.
Okay.
You said there was 2 of them?
Yeah, there looks like there were. One you've obviously dealt with, but there's still at least one more. And considering they haven't come up yet, they're probably not doing so great.
Again? Wait to
Again.
see.
Balthus, it is your turn.
Cool. I like stick my head in the water so I can get vision, like sight in there. Yeah. I'm just trying to look at that. Okay. You said we're about 45 feet deep underneath, height-wise, right? They're about 45 feet under.
They are 60 feet under.
Oh, they're 60 feet under.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're inside too, like they're in a building.
Yeah. And I can't see it from outside at all.
No. You'll just delay your turn.
Yeah.
Heimlich, it's your turn.
I can still do 1 attack, right?
Yeah.
We.
Get that 20.
You get full round attack still.
Oh,
Grappled.
fucking. Oh,
So,
let's go.
yeah, just make sure you have the grapple condition applied. That's all.
Oh, let me just put that back on. Grapple.
We got this.
Oh, easy peasy. Definitely 100% gonna cut its head off this time.
Yeah, bro.
100%. I do not.
Both misses. You slash at it wildly as it sort of grapples you and begins swimming away. It rolls to maintain its grapple on you. Ooh, what's your CMD, Heimlich?
17 currently.
Oh, it got 18. It maintains the grapple.
Yeah. Once you're grappled, it's so easy to keep hold of them.
Yeah. I would have passed if I wasn't grappled.
Yeah.
5 foot steps
Oh,
that.
but he takes the grappled condition as well.
Yeah, he has the grapple condition.
Okay, so he's alright. Am I able to make an attack of opportunity?
He shifted.
How dare he? He knows that he can outswim me. Damn it!
There's 2 more spaces that way. But Gideon, it's your turn.
Okay, if I was to let go of my sword, grab a potion, grab an extract, drink it, then would I still be able to grab my sword even though it's like only floated down a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, I drink a potion of fly, and I'm gonna chase after him.
Okay.
That gives me 40 feet of flying, because I'm not wearing medium armor. Oh no, but no, it's fine. I move at 60 feet if you accept that I can fly underwater. So
I mean,
so Gideon.
He's not in the air, so I don't think it works.
Come on!
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna-
Hang on,
no,
an
no, no,
official
I'm gonna
answer.
argue for
I
you.
have an official answer for this.
Go on.
Other situations, 50 other. Hey, Zach.
I was just gonna argue that air is a fluid, water is a fluid.
It's you
you
could
can
do it,
fly
but
through
water
air.
counts as difficult terrain.
Okay, so I just have
You
to do
move
fly checks.
half.
Like you move at half speed.
Oh, that's alright. That's
Yeah.
still 3 times as fast as my current full. Like my current speed is 5, so I get to go 30 feet rather than 5. So that works. All right. So I drink it and take chase. Huh. Flying Gideon. I'm imagining, because he's got the goggles on. I'm just imagining Neo in the Matrix now, when they're in that water, the fight scene in the rain.
I was imagining Harry Potter in the Goblet of Fire,
Oh yeah.
where it's like Ascendo or something, and it's like
Yeah.
flies out of the I'm victorious.
Aether, it is your turn.
Still just waiting to see any disturbances, or if I can see anything in the water.
All right. Balthus.
Yeah, I'm likewise.
Heimlich.
Fucking go!
Hacking at this thing as it's carrying you away.
22?
That is a hit. Yes, that is a hit.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right, this thing looks grievously injured. You sort of plunge your blade into its side as it's swimming away with you. It sort of like howls with pain underneath the water. At that point, it panics and like just releases you and begins just swimming away as fast as it can.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Yes, it does. Yes, you can.
Does
Oh,
it break
let's
the surface?
fucking go for ball. No.
No.
You miss. This is a trail of blood just sort of blocking your vision as it just swims off.
I immediately swim to the surface.
All right,
Does it break the surface at all, Josh?
yeah, Balthus and Aether, you see Heimlich bust out of the surface, around 50 feet away from the boat.
Ah, over here! Quick! Get out of the water.
Is it all dead?
No
Is there any more?
creature to...
We haven't seen any up here, but it doesn't mean there aren't any more.
Dispatch of this one pretty easily, but
Gideon's still down there. I dive back down immediately, trying to look for Gideon.
Gideon, what are you doing? You're just flying out
Gideon's
after
hurtling
Heimlich.
to the surface, just out of the surface 120 feet in one round, bursts out to the surface, spins around dramatically. No, he just breaks out of the surface, and it's almost like watching Peter Pan, like, you know how they fly for the first time? It's like that coming out as I break out the surface, just I thought this would be handy. The creature is fled, and he's like hovering 15 feet above the surface of the water. As
you
for
seem to be swimming quite well.
yeah, well, I had this as an emergency. This is why I didn't want you to like tie something to me, just in case I needed to use this. But give me a second.
You guys
Josh,
didn't find
Yes.
it. Oh, sorry.
if I now scoff a potion of haste, will this increase my speed, my flight speed? Does this stack?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it, and you can say yes or no. Well, I suppose that will determine it for later. But basically what I want to do with Gideon is spend the next few minutes, with like 2 minutes to spare to return home, basically like going around the lake, the center of the lake, and kind of at like 60 feet high, trying to see if there's anything I can see below the surface. Or even
Sick.
closer if need be. It's up to you. Oh, all hasted creatures' modes of movement, including land movement, burrow, climb, fly, and swim, increased by 30 feet.
Either spells concentration. That's the thing.
Well, they're both extracts, so I'm not sure how that works with concentration.
I don't think there's any concentration for extracts because you drink them.
But I can see that.
Oh no, sorry, there is some that have concentration.
Yeah, but I don't think either of those spells
No.
have concentration,
'cause-
so it's fine.
Because fly, you can once you drink fly, you concentrate as much as you are as much as you spend walking. If that makes sense. That's what the spell says. It's like you concentrate on.
Yeah, it's
the spell as much.
it's in the stats at the top. Neither of them have concentration.
Awesome, fantastic. All right, well, yeah, I will scoff a potion of haste to just kind of quicken myself up for the next few. I think it's like 2 minutes that will last. No, 1 round per level, so a minute and a half, and I'm just gonna speed off at 180 feet per 6 seconds.
To where?
To look around, like the center of the lake if possible, just kind of where we saw him, the big creature, come up.
Okay, so Gideon zooms off out over the lake and just becomes a small ant in the distance. What do the rest of you do?
Come back down.
Target practice.
How
I'll
dare
go
you.
back down as well.
If the fisherman turns to you guys just after while this is all happening. Just Gideon just zooms off into the distance, and he just turns around dumbfounded and just like points his his bulgy cock eyes at you, Aether, and he's like, "Who are
are you people? What is this? I'm so confused. Lucky you was here, though. If I was in the city centre when those things showed up on my own. Oh.
Like I said, I'm Ava. This is Balthus and Heimlich. That's Gideon.
She's the muscle and I'm the magic.
Oh, I could kiss you. I'll kiss you all on the mouth.
Her first.
Please refrain, fisherman. Yeah, not saying. No, I am saying I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to. Yeah, it's fine. But very well done, all of us. Thank you for giving us the boat, fisherman. Been
If the
quite
coast is
handy.
clear, I can send you back down.
I've already dived back down.
Yes, perhaps if you send the bill after Heimlich, that might be nice.
That would be good. I will go back down there.
I make Balthus roll perception checks.
Really should put some 7.
14.
8.
Alright, so you, Balthus and Heimlich, you swim back down into the feasting hall. This time, undisturbed, you're able to have a good swim around and have a look. You check the pile of rubble at the bottom of the stairs that ascend up to the seawall. And in the last sort of glinting of the sunlight piercing the water, you see something shiny and green catch your eye, Heimlich. And you spot the green stone idol sitting amongst the rubble.
Wait, I collect that bad boy.
It is.
And I tuck it kind of like into my shirt to make sure it's
it's 12 by 18 inches, so it doesn't tuck into your shirt.
it does badly.
But you managed to you drag it over to the diving bell, and you guys are able to get it back to the surface.
I currently have a spell called Ant something that
Ants?
I've activated.
And
Hold on. Yeah, Ant Hole.
It doesn't help with carry capacity. It just helps with.
No, it helps with carry capacity. It doesn't
Does
help
it?
with armor.
That's it. Easy enough. Yeah, I mean, it's
Fine,
not
go
it's
for it,
it's
yeah.
not overly heavy. You can drag it, but like you
Oh,
can
sweet.
you can easily get it back to the dive bell,
Yep,
and
sweet.
get it back up to the surface.
Yep, I do that, and then I take some breath and kind of like search back into the dining hall here, just trying to help our mate upstairs with some extra bodies, but also seeing whether or not these people are loaded with anything. Well, waste not, one not. Come on.
As you emerge back out of the diving bell with the greenstone idol in hand, the fisherman just gives you a little smirk. It's like,
I was told to kiss you on the mouth first.
I don't think so. That's. I dive back down.
All right then. We better get cracking. The sun's going down.
Yes. Did Gideon still?
oh yeah, Gideon comes back at some point, I assume, after he's
yeah.
flied out at the lake.
Do I spot anything? Like
There's
any-
some besides like a couple of fishing boats and other various things cruising around.
anyone on them, or is it just
Oh,
sitting there? In the
I
open?
mean, yeah, fishermen and
A couple more of those fishermen. Okay, and then well, Gideon will turn around and a little bit slower now head back after Haste is probably worn out and comes back to the boat, sinks down and stands on the boat, kind of adjusts his coat a little bit. Couldn't see anything in the lake. Must have, been defeated or doesn't exist anymore. Fisherman. Fisherman friends. Fisherman.
Yes.
Yes. How much do you think that moral would go for?
What, the body out there?
Yes.
Oh, that's nasty. No one wants to eat that.
Oh, okay. I was just checking. I thought that'd be worth quite a bit.
No,
I mean,
it's
you said the ghouls wouldn't be picky.
not picky about the human meat. Quality over quantity.
I wasn't aware that regular humanoid meat was sought after. Right. Well, I'm not sure what we're going to do about this statue then.
You gonna sell it?
So what?
The statue.
Well, it depends if we can find it or not.
Oh, it's right
No,
there
we
at the back of the
found
boat.
Oh, you did find it.
Yes.
Yes, it's right there on the deck.
Ah, yes. Now I see. I must have had bugs left in my eyes. Really should have used my goggles. But yes. Well, shall we go?
What's the orifice size of the bag of holding?
You can get the statue in it.
Do I find anything on any of the bodies down below?
Like down in the.
Yeah.
So you find 15 gold pieces.
Yeah, boy.
I hop over on top of the marrow and check his pockets.
Ooh, let me check something actually.
I really wanted to kill that second one. I don't know why. I felt like it caused so many problems. Maybe I think it's because I got an affinity for hating anything that attacks me underwater.
I'm just so disappointed I didn't confirm that crit.
Oh, dude, okay, so this is the feat that I took. One of my 2 feats that I took. Had we not been underwater, I have a thing called Inspirational Expertise. When an investigator succeeds on a knowledge check to identify a monster's special powers or vulnerabilities, he can expend 1 of his inspiration as a swift action to grant allies within 30 feet of him that can hear him 4+
Man.
insight bonus on attack rolls.
That literally would have been exactly it.
That would, yeah, and that's why I was like, oh, I could, and I was like, no, he wouldn't be able to hear me underwater. I couldn't quite communicate to you, you know.
We both have like really high language skills.
Yeah. Yeah, we both know ASL or something.
No, there's nothing of value on the mirror. He's basically naked and he's wearing like some seaweed.
Alright, Gideon will step off as if he was about to take flight and then forgets it's not activated and just hits the water and comes back up.
But you guys now have the Doom Idol of Ib in your possession.
Right.
So the bearer of the Doom Idol of Ib is immune to wisdom damage and confusion effects.
Yes, please.
Although picking up the idol does not restore lost wisdom or remove an ongoing confusion effect. Once per day, the bearer can use Horrid Wilting, that nasty spell that was cast on you, using your own hit dice as the caster level of the effect. But you have to include yourself among the spell's targets.
Oh.
Do that.
Caveat.
Brutal. I like that. Well, I think it's time for us to leave.
I think
Yes.
so.
I put out a hand towards the fisherman. Thank you so very much for your service. I hope you keep those ghouls fed.
Of course, anytime. I mean, like I said, if you hadn't showed up, I would have been dead meat.
Yeah, well, just take a page from our book. Just, kill it.
I cast fly on myself, and then I cast light on my back, so it illuminates behind me, and then I drift off into the air as I concentrate to leave.
Just the way his eyes just go wide with wonder. He's like,
Who are you people?
Gideon's just going to awkwardly stand there as he concentrates.
Yeah, as he's doing that, I would like to concentrate on leaving as well.
Yeah,
So
good.
by the time he's turned around and asked that question, Aether's gone.
Yeah, Gideon's just going to stand there and concentrate. And if he asks any questions, he's just going to shush him. I'm trying to think. Hold up. Shh. Because I imagine it's like you're trying to concentrate, and he's just like, "Who are you?" It's like, "Shh, hold up."
Alright,
just
you guys-
quietly.
you guys drift into darkness, and then wake up back aboard the Selin Starling. You awaken next morning to a chilly 5-degree day. The sound of rain pitter-pattering aboard the cabin roof. It is the 7th of Abadius, making it the 24th day of your voyage. And the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Kick back and relax.
I'm
Just
gonna
a little bit.
sulk a little bit in my room about not making that crit.
Avery's actually just gonna sit back and think about how sweet her archery was, killing that thing. I think it was just like close her eyes, lay back in the hammock or whatever, and just. That was really just nice shooting, Ava. Nice, good work.
I'll be like, you know what? That was some really good shooting. I mean, I'm actually kind of glad that I came up from underneath the water just to witness that. That was some of your best shots yet.
Wondering, where'd you learn that little cantrip spell thing? The teleport, if you will.
Oh, well, that's no measly cantrip. That's actually one of my higher magic spells.
Quite
Uh,
useful. Can you
it-
take multiple people with you, or it's just yourself?
You know what? I haven't tried that yet. I touch Aphra and I try to teleport like just along the boat.
I don't think
Yeah,
the
other
bed.
willing creatures.
Oh,
so-
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like one, isn't it? One willing creature.
One additional willing medium creature per 3 caster levels, so I can take 4 people, I guess, at level
Holy
9.
shit!
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
we've
So you teleport somewhere across the boat.
yeah. You teleport outside onto the deck, just like in the rain.
Oh, golly. Well,
Well, guess I can.
did you have to come outside? It's wet and miserable. What the?
I'm sorry, I was the first
It's gonna
one I
storm.
thought of.
You're ruining my mood. I was in a good mood, and now. I mean, I guess it's not so bad, but. Come on, brother.
I can do better than that.
Gideon will grumble about something about innate magic users are cheating.
Wow, look at the range on it. 400 feet plus 40 per level. Does it just have a
Yeah,
number
dude.
there on the spell for you? Like,
No,
spell
so I gotta
entry?
do the maths
Ah.
every time.
No, who would have thought we'd have to do maths in this
not
game?
math.
So what is it? So it's 400 feet.
400
per...
feet plus 40 per level.
So it's
Oh my
850.
No, yeah.
850
850,
feet.
yeah.
800. You can nearly dimension door a mile already. Wow. The whole
Dude,
party, too.
That's awesome. How many times can you memorize? Can you have that a day?
How many level 4 spell slots do you have?
5.
Fucking hell. Wait, you got 5 level 4 spell slots.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking sorcerers. I'm still on level 3 extracts. Here's me, bloody, cursing over the top of like alchemical formulas, trying to mix them together perfectly. Well, he just goes, "Yeah, I guess I can do this."
Boom. Magic.
Ugh, bloody cheaters.
So,
About 5 football fields that you can teleport.
yeah.
Jeez, that is nuts.
You guys are just taking it easy on the boat throughout the day.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm just
just-
still enjoying my new magic.
That's cool.
Just imagine you going for lunch or something. You just appear there, grab it, disappear.
Yeah, how far offshore did you say we were?
Not that far.
Oh.
You could dimension door to shore if you wanted to.
Don't you have to be able to see it? Or
No, you can transport yourself from your current location to any other
think
spot
about it.
within range.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh my god.
So it's not even like teleport where you kind of have to know the area.
Yeah.
I suppose it is a lot more short range than teleport.
Does anyone feel like doing a field trip?
What onto
Field
land?
trip?
Yeah.
What would be on the land?
I don't know. We haven't been on the land.
Look, honestly, I
Just ask the captain to drop anchor and go
Look,
for a
I
journey
think-
or something.
I think the captain's got her plans to be somewhere. I don't particularly want to delay her. As much as it would be nice, to get your feet firmly in the ground rather than in the dream world land.
Mm.
I'm getting my sea legs eventually, but also I don't want to be marooned on the land. As thoughts.
That is, yeah, good point. Good point.
as fun as it would be. Yes. But, I mean, we still have all those items to give in that we could possibly do tonight.
Yes, well, what, we go find the mad poet?
Go have a chat.
Do we know where he is?
Well, I'm
The
hoping he's...
moon was the last indication of where he was.
How
Was
far
that the mad
away is-
poet, or was that the yellow king?
So that was the Yellow
It's
King.
the Yellow
but,
King.
The Yellow
they
King
the
knows
same person?
where... They weren't. We asked that directly, didn't we?
Yeah, so the Yellow King is your guide to the Mad Poet, but he is currently missing and supposedly on the moon.
Alright, well, I'm going to go through the notes and the books that we have and see if there's any discussion of how to get to the moon. Otherwise, Dimension Door?
I think the moon's more than 850 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we all hold on to each other and just beep, boop, 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 maybe.
I mean, it is a pretty quick cast spell, but I don't know.
That's right. But yes, I could, if it's possible, I'd like to do some research through the books to see if we can get access to the moon.
Well, perhaps Mr. Vanderlust is still there.
But he's a madman. He's not going to stop until he figures out his, scripture, which
What if he
clearly
has?
is nothing. I suppose we could only find out if we go there. Which I'm happy to do tonight, and I'm happy to go have a chat with him tonight, but... Yes. I'll ponder through the notes, just in case there's, another ritual we can do, where we can just teleport to the moon straight away through the dreamland. But if not, I mean, just in case, we never know. If there's no information, there's no information. We need to gather it from somewhere else.
I mean, we've gotten... If you can find that, that'd be good, because we already know that we've still got a while in this journey, and we've collected pretty much all the artifacts we can.
Yes.
If we just go back to the caravanserai, we could bump into someone that knows something.
Perhaps.
But
Yeah.
I think some research today might do some good anyway. But obviously not me doing it. I'm still thinking about that shot. Oh, it's gorgeous.
That's quite good.
Yes. Well, alright, I will get onto that. So yeah, so Gideon will go through the books and see if he can see anything about a ritual, perhaps, that could get us up to the moon, or any information about how to get to the moon. If it exists. If it doesn't, I mean... Yeah.
Roll a knowledge planes check.
31.
31. Alright, so you spend the day poring over Laus's books to find any mention of the moon. You don't find any reports that Laus went to the moon himself. But you do find plenty of lore on the moon scattered throughout the many esoteric tomes in his collection. You find out that the moon is occupied by a race called the Moon Beasts. Strange, pink, frog-like creatures with a face full of tentacles. But they run the moon and the prison that's up there. Often having deals with the denizens of Lang, in prisoners and slaves.
I will relate this.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what you find out.
I'll relate this information to the gentleman and lady over dinner. So I guess with that information, we have a couple of options. I guess we could make a deal with the denizens of the Lang, and perhaps they'll be able to show us how they gain access there. There is option 2.
Yes.
Which is?
Mess with the denizens of Lang to a point that they hate us, and we can go up there as prisoners.
I don't think that would be that difficult, seeing as there were already wanted posters for our names.
Exactly.
But I also
Well,
don't know if that's a great idea.
fairly
Well, we can
certain-
always concentrate, right?
Hmm.
If worst comes to worst, I mean, they may have some kind of magic stopping that. But with your, and he gives you like an elbow, which is like meant to be like a charismatic like nudge, but he's not very good at it.
I like fall over.
Yep, he kind of just shoves you.
Ah!
But with
What
your,
was that for?
you, I apologize. I don't know my own strength.
You know,
j-
I'm
d-
very
d- he helps you
fragile.
back up. You know, I'm used to wearing all that heavy armor in the dream world and all that. You know, I have to move my body a bit more than usual. But
Mm.
with your newfound abilities, perhaps it might be a bit easier to get out of sticky situations like that. But I think let's go the more honorable route than try and become prisoners.
Well, we could also talk to Mr. Vanderlust if he is still around.
But exactly. Like if we can try and help him. I think
That's a
his
good
mind's
first
gone.
point of call, I think.
Yes. Well, he was on the way to, you know, where they are anyway. Where we would expect the king, Yellow King, to be. And if he's not there, then obviously we can talk to Mr. Wanderlust through his ramblings. Spend an evening there trying to help him figure it out. I don't know.
If anyone's
Uh,
there at all.
Prepare the necessary spell slots for this this voyage.
Oh, you've got spells now, have you? Whoa.
Nerd book spells.
Proper magic, you know, scientific. None of that hooby-jooby stuff.
Reading.
Yes. Proper
Well, I think we
knowledge.
should return back to the caravanserai.
Hmm,
Agreed?
I agree.
Alright, so you spend the rest of the day, your leisurely activities or studying, and night falls. You share a meal with the captain and her crew before returning to your cabin and starting the occult excursion ritual once again. Ending with the usual stanza that takes you to the desert caravanserai. Quiet. You wake up after falling into darkness on the boat's cabin. You wake up once again in the cold night air of the desert out front of the caravanserai. As you walk up to investigate, there's an awful smell that greets your senses. You walk through the gate and cross the threshold into the courtyard area. You see that the night gaunts that you killed your previous visit are still sitting in the courtyard, heavily decomposed and stinking the area up.
I guess that's not a good sign.
As you make your way inside and through, you see the denizen of Lang's, at least more denizens of Lang, don't seem to have arrived. Make your way out the back, past the bathhouse, and into the office. As you step through the door into the hallway, you see a flickering light still coming out of the office door. As you enter, you spot a familiar face. There's his picture.
Give me that Cockney geezer. Love him.
Oh, there he is. Lost. There he is. You see, he seems to have upended the entire room. Pages have been ripped out of those books, covered in the inane scribble, and they're stuck all over the walls. Here and there, there's little bits of twine, like linking little pins on the wall, like going between the different entries of the books that he's clearly singled out and connected to each other. He's standing there in the center of the room, poring over a book with his back to you as you walk in.
Mr. Vanderlust.
He continues standing there for a few seconds before turning around without looking up from the book. Dr. Heimlich it was, I believe.
Your memory is astounding. Of course, yes.
I see your friends are back as well. Are you here to help me?
Absolutely. I think I have something that can absolutely help you.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Reach into my my coat and I pull out a comprehend languages extract for him. Drinking this will allow you to easily understand what is written on the page.
You don't say.
I do say.
Is this what's your asking price?
We need to know how to get to the moon.
Yes.
The moon?
The moon.
Now, why in the devil would you want to go up to the moon?
Well, according to you, the Yellow King is up there.
That's right, and you seek the Yellow King. Very well then. We have a deal.
Excellent. I provide him the extract.
He like holds it up to the lantern, like looks through the whatever color liquid it is in the little vial.
Oh, it's yellow.
Yellow?
Yep.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I knew you were a man of academia and intelligence, Dr. Heimlich.
Oh, you flatter me.
Now, about my end of the bargain. If you'll head upstairs and out onto the balcony area, the upstairs office, there should hopefully be a Shantak perched out there still.
Okay.
Shantak?
A Shantak.
Right.
And what do we do with this Shantak?
Well, if he's feeling charitable, he may take you up to the moon.
Excellent. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
You too, Dr. Heimlich, and thank you again.
In fact, here's another one. I give him another one.
You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh, well, don't be using that all at the same time.
As you like walking up the stairs, you see him like flicking the cork out of one of the vials and like throwing it back. It's a little bit salty. You walk upstairs into the Mad Poet's, the King in Yellow's office. There is the door at the end of the opposite side of the room, with a window on either side of it that does seem to give way to the night sky outside as you walk over and push the door open. And outside, there is indeed a creature perched on the edge of the balcony. It is enormous. It's almost 10 foot tall on its own, but even taller, made by the enormous howdah it seems to have attached to its back.
Oh my.
Damn.
I would like to do a knowledge check, please.
Alright. It will be a knowledge. Arcana.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
What do what to?
Ooh, low 21.
21.
Only at 5.
Alright, so
26.
okay, so you both found notes about these in Laus's books. So you know there's large bipedal magical beasts they can survive in the void of outer space, and they can fly through space at an incredible speed. You know that they have many Shantaks have a strange and irrational fear of certain creatures, such as the night gaunts, said to dwell in certain remote mountains, or specific types of harpies or gargoyles in more civilized regions.
What language do they speak?
Aklo. They speak Aklo.
Oh.
It sort of turns to it hears you guys walk out onto the balcony, and it turns to look at you and sort of breathes deeply in this sort of low, almost metallic growl.
Do I know any? Would I have read any social interactions with the creatures? Like, is it like what I'm imagining in my head? Is it something like in Harry Potter, how they talk to the
Hippogriffs.
And they have to be very respectful? Or is there anything like that we know from?
Well, yeah, kinda. I mean, it's not like they're gonna rip your head off if you're like the hippogriffs are, but these things are intelligent, and they are employed as flying vehicles.
Okay. Well then, Gideon will give them a deep bow and stand up and start greeting them in Anklo.
I'll follow suit, except for the greeting.
Greetings, Shantak.
Hello? Who are you?
Oh, God. My name is Professor Gideon. This is my associates, Aether, Balthus, and Dr. Heimlich. We wish to ask you if we may have passage to the moon.
You wish for me to take you to the moon?
If that is at all possible.
I don't think Wirelai would approve of that.
If who, sorry?
Wirelai, my master!
Was that Muralai?
Wirelai.
Uralai, sorry. Okay. Where's your master so we may discuss this with them?
She took the other Shantak to the moon a little while ago.
Well, if you perhaps maybe take us to her, we can ask her if it's alright if you take us to the moon.
Roll a what is the what do you use for
like that?
verbal sleight of hand?
Diplomacy?
Yeah, diplomacy, I guess. Yeah.
Can I aid?
Yeah.
Go away.
-1, come on.
I got -1 as well.
Oh, I got an 18, you get a +2, so it's a
Can I
+1.
aid as well?
You don't.
Oh, can you like buff
No,
me as well?
you can't speak to it, so no.
Sorry. Can either Gideon or
I aided.
Balthus buff me?
I aided you, so you get a +2.
Cool, I got a 5.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, not particularly. But can we work a deal with you, perhaps?
A deal?
Deal, perhaps. Some way that we can benefit you by taking this ride over.
And how will you benefit me?
Well, that's why I'm inquiring. Is there anything that you want for? Anything that you need? Or not even need, just desire?
Or perhaps anything your master desires?
Yes, my associate said anything that your master might perhaps desire. So how did you know I was asking that?
Intuition.
Yes, okay.
The master told me to stay here.
And how long did they say they would be?
I don't know, she didn't say.
How long have you been waiting for?
A few days?
Is that strange? for her to leave you here for a few days without you seeing her, asking for your service?
Not at all.
Okay, just checking.
Would
We have
it
a
help if perhaps Mr. Vanderlust put in a good word for us?
The boogeyman downstairs.
Yes, I
Yes.
believe that's the one.
He was a good friend of Wirrali's.
Well, perhaps if he were to confirm that we would like a trip to the moon and we're alive would not be too put out, would you consider that?
Roll a diplomacy check.
Fuck God.
Am I able to aid with that?
Have you got something
I
to
rolled
add?
A 19. Sorry, yeah, I rolled a nat 19. So if you
If I was able to aid.
I mean, do you have anything to add to what he said? Or?
It would only be a short trip up there to, perhaps assist your master in any works that they are up there. We are here for service and to assist. Anyway, like we did offer with you, we can offer the same to your master. We only wish to benefit.
Roll to assist him.
Yeah, that's a 4. Yeah, no. So it's just a flat 19 then?
I rolled an 18, so as in like I got a -1. So
Why are the two that can't talk to anyone being the ones doing?
yeah, no one else helped. We do speak Aklo though, so
True.
Wirrali did leave Mr. Wanderlust in charge, so if he says it's okay, then I can take you.
that would be wonderful. I'll bow again and I'll head back down to talk to Mr. Wanderlust.
Alright.
So, what do you do when you're not flying?
I like to look longingly into the night sky and graze.
Do you see anything good out there?
Lots of stars.
How is space? I have yet to travel out there.
It's cold. It's very cold.
Cold. Okay, Gideon's writing notes. Right,
Heinrich, you
when
moved
repeat them to the
downstairs.
others.
And Mr. Wanderlust turns to you. Heimlich, doctor! This doesn't work.
yes.
This little tonic you gave me.
What do
Snake
you mean?
oil.
Of course it works.
Snake oil.
No, of course not. It allows you to comprehend exactly what is written down.
It looks like scribble to me.
Perhaps it may be scribble. Perhaps have you been misled?
Roll a diplomacy check.
Oh my fuck God! Dumb.
I knew there was something I should have put points in.
9. I'm gonna fucking lie to him. I get a better buff for lying.
I believe you're trying to take me for a ride, sir.
Absolutely not.
Why don't you
never
do a
such thing.
test to prove it?
All right, then.
Yes.
What test do you suggest?
Well, I'll write something down in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
No, I do not speak Elvish.
Okay, well then I'll write something down in Elvish, and then after you've taken this potion, if you can read it, then you should be able to understand it.
All right. I'll bite. If I find out you're playing me, I'm gonna kill all of yous.
A fair deal.
You do a
I write
Balthus.
down.
Yeah.
It works in Elvish.
It works.
Yeah.
You pass it over to him. Oh. What is it? This chicken scratch here. I can read it. It says it works. You did give him a real comprehend languages, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right. Says it works. I guess it works.
Yep.
You mean to tell
No,
me I've been down here for weeks trying to make sense of the scribblings of a madman?
That could be the case.
Why
But,
didn't you tell me that weeks ago when you were here?
Well, I attempted to comprehend at that point, and I think I tried to assist, but clearly I was on the same level as you. A man of expert intellect and knowledge such as yourself would happen to know that.
You were also jostled as well.
Absolutely.
Happens to the best of us, happens to the best of us.
Well, as you can see, I did keep up my end of the bargain, and I have saved you now a lot of time with you now knowing, since these are just chicken scratches, as you say.
You have, Mr. Heimlich. Maybe I should go see what the rest of the denizens are up to.
Well, that is why we have returned downstairs. It seems as though your companion upstairs is under your command. Would it be perhaps acceptable or agreeable with you to assist you to the moon?
He's looking for me to come up and give permission, is he?
Yes.
That is correct.
Alright, let's go see to this then. He walks his lanky ass past you, and he needs to duck as he walks up the stairs. He emerges out onto the balcony. He's like, "Yo!" He yells out in it's not even Aklo, he just yells out in common at the Shantak. He's like, "Take these four up to the moon, or I'll give you the taste of the back of me hand." It just sort of cowers for a second and then leans down, sort of indicating that you four should jump into the howdah.
I get in and I tip my hat to Mr. Wanderlust.
He tips his top hat back.
Oh.
Right, have a pleasant journey, you four. Try not to freeze to death on the way there.
I think we should catch up for drinks sometime.
I'd say that would be an absolute mandate, and I am down for it.
Ho ho ho! Consider it done.
Alright, well, good luck, you four.
Yep.
Thank you. You too.
The Shantak rears backwards and then spreads its wings and then glides off into the sky, flapping heavily at first, with you guys sort of with that momentum just bobbing up and down inside the howdah before it turns upwards and heads straight for the moon. And we'll pick this up next week.
I am so happy we're going to the moon. I'm so
First thing
excited.
Aethers does is doing is tasting it. Biting it. If it tastes like cheese.
Hemi.